when you have a stacked cast, it does not equal a good movie. Chase Lehocky here with the Blue Futon reviewing Fool's Paradise. So what's this about? Let's just talk about it real quick. A satirical comedy about a down-on-his-luck publicist who discovers a recently released mental health patient who looks just like a misbehaving movie star. The publicist stubs him into a film, creating a new star, but fame and fortune are not all as they're cracked up to be. All right, let's do this cast. Charlie Day, Ken Jeong, Kate Beckinsale, Brody, Jason Sudeikis, Eddie Falco, Jason Bateman, Common, Ray Liotta, John Malkovich, Jimmi Simmons. The list goes Dean Norris, Mary Elizabeth Ellis. The list goes on and on. So you're like, okay, you got a stat cast. But when you have the stat cast that's not funny and this is supposed to be historical comedy, this one falls flat completely. This tries to be the player. Robert Altman's the player by making fun of Hollywood and maybe like Tropic Thunder making fun of actors, but it just doesn't hit the notes it wants to hit at all. So when talking about the positives of this film, I do think Charlie Day does a good job playing this character. Ken Jeong kind of is annoying in this character. All the side characters are just in there to have fun. You can kind of tell the actors knew what they're doing. They just knew they were making a stupid, silly movie about Hollywood, how people are pretentious, how people are really out for their own selves and they don't care about anyone but themselves, and that does come into play. I think the comic character is supposed to be Wesley Snipes, if not mistaken, and then put this weird political plot in this, how all politicians just want to use actors thinking they will help their side of the image. So you can see there's a lot of just tries to make fun of, the real world with what actors actually do, how they sing John Legend thinking they're saving the world. So I understand that. But when the jokes just aren't there, I just can't get down with it. Like I said, the actors knew what they're doing. It was fun. Charlie Day had the simplest, even though he wrote this movie and he directed this movie, his character didn't have a single line of dialogue until the very end of the film. The funniest parts was Ray Liotta's character and things that were happening in the first half of the movie with Kate Beckinsale, Brody, and Charlie Day and Ray Liotta. I think that dynamic was the best. But when that kind of diminished after this Billy the Kid scenario, the movie went downhill. And like I said, the only downhill parts I can say about this movie is it tries to be funny. It is not funny whatsoever. Like the comic character, I know what you're trying to do, just didn't stick for me. Jason Bateman was maybe on set for a day, just didn't stick with me. The Jimmi Simmons character, yeah, there's one like chuckle, but just didn't sit with me. Jason Sudeikis, I understand what they're kind of do with the maid, but it just nothing was like, I'm laughing my ass off. I think the funniest part was the shaman character, Jamie Bell. She was hysterical in this movie. That was funny. But just everything else just falls flat. Some good camera movement with Charlie Day directing this, but he wrote this as well. I wish they went more like Always Sunny in Philadelphia because it went more that satirical comedy. It would be so much more funnier, but this was very tame. Like I said, it tried to be like a Tropic Thunder-esque, The Player, but it was super, super light. Not even cotton candy flavor. I can't recommend this movie just because I didn't laugh a single freaking time. So Fool's Paradise will receive a 1 out of 5 Blue Futons. It goes at 20%. So let's see the critics' news scores gave this one. So you have critics a 16% with 25 of them. Audience score of 40%, fewer than 50. No critic consensus. We got a D plus down below, a 2 out of 5. Just a lot of rottens, a 1 out of 4, a 0.5 out of 4. Yeah, I just think if there were jokes, this would go a lot higher, but I just didn't see any jokes whatsoever, which I'm disappointed because I really like Charlie Day as an actor, and I think he's funny as shit. So anyway, we have my 20, the 16, and the 40. Chase Talk with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know things Bhutan, Topia, Bhutan. Thank you for watching. A great day. I don't care if you watch this today, tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now. I love every single freaking one of you. I'm just disappointed with this one. I truly am. I was hoping for some fun. I didn't get fun.